Hi students, welcome back to the next lecture. Linear independence and dependence. The linear dependence, a subset S of a vector space capital V is called linearly dependent if there exists a finite number of distinct vectors u1, u2, u3, etc. un in S and scalars a1, a2, a3, etc. an, not all 0 such that a1 u1 plus a2 u2 plus etc. plus an un equal to 0. Now we are going to see the linear independence. Just a minute. Linear independence, a subset capital S of a vector space that is not linearly dependent is called linearly independent. a1 equal to a2 equal to a3 equal to 0. So all the scalar values equal to 0, then the vector S is a linearly independent. So previously we saw the linearly dependent. So linearly dependent, not all the values is equal to 0. If any one of the value can be 0, then other must not be equal to 0. Next we are going to see the problems on linearly independent or linearly dependent. Verify whether the given set in the matrix 2 cross 3 over R is linearly dependent or not. So now we are going to check whether the vector S is a linearly independent or linearly dependent. Solution. To show that S is linearly dependent, we must find the scalars such that A1 into, that is previously we saw the linear combination. So using this linear combination, so we have to write this as multiplying scalar into one vector plus multiplying another scalar into another vector plus multiplying another scalar with another vector equal to 0. All the elements must be a 0. Next one. So multiplying the scalars inside the matrix, we get a1, 3a1 minus 2a1, then minus 4a1, 0, 5a1. Next multiplying the another scalar inside, minus 3a2, 7a2, 4a2. Second row, 6a2, minus 2a2, minus 7a3. Next multiplying the another scalar a3, we get minus 2a3, 3a3, 11a3, minus a3, minus 3a3, 2a3. So now equating all the first element from the matrix. So first element, first matrix a1, then second matrix minus 3a2, the third matrix minus 2a3 equal to, here the right hand side first element is 0. So we put is equal to 0. Next we are going to equating the second element of the matrix. So 3a1, 7a2 plus 3a3 equal to 0. Next equating the third element, we get minus 2a1 plus 4a2, 11a3 plus 11a3 equal to 0. Another one, minus 4a1 plus 6a2 minus a3 equal to 0. Next one, 0 minus 2a2 minus 3a3 equal to 0. Then another one, 5a1 minus 7a2 minus 2a3 equal to 0. So we get all the equation. So solving this equation, we should get the a1, a2, a3. These three values is equal to 0. Solving the equation, so we get a1 is equal to 5, a2 is equal to 3 and a3 is equal to minus 2. So substituting in the sorting, we get 5 into this matrix plus 3 into another matrix, then minus 2 into another matrix. So we should get all the values equal to 0. So therefore 5 multiplying 5 inside the first matrix. So 5, another element minus 15, another one minus 10, then minus 9, 21, 12, then minus plus 4, minus 6, minus 22. Then the second row, minus 20, 0, plus 25, then 18, minus 6, minus 21, plus 2, plus 6, then minus 4, equal to all the elements equal to 0. So 5 minus 9 plus 4 equal to 0. That is 5 plus 4 is 9. 9 minus 9 equal to 0. So similarly, all the values will get the plus 15, then plus 21, then minus 6. That is also equal to 0. Then minus 10 plus 12 minus 22. So therefore, it is a linearly dependent. Next, we are going to see the another problem. Prove that the set S is equal to 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, minus 1. Another vector 0, 1, 0, minus 1. Another vector 0, 0, 1, minus 1. Another vector 0, 0, 0, 1 is linearly independent. We have to prove that the vector is a linearly independent. Suppose that a1, a2, a3 and a4 are scalars such that how to write using these scalars? We have to write the linear combination of these scalars with the vector. So we can write a1 into the first vector, a2 into second vector, then a3 into third vector plus a4 into fourth vector equal to all the elements considered as 0 on the right hand side. So now multiplying the scalar inside, so we get the result like this. Then now equating the first element of the vector pair, we get a1 first element, all the first element is become a 0. So only we have the a1. So right hand side first element is 0. So which is implies we get a1 is equal to 0. Then the second element, here no element, here only having the a2, then here is not having, here is also not having. Therefore a2 is also equal to 0. Then the third element, here 0, here also 0, here a3. So a3 is equal to 0. Then the fourth element, minus a1, minus a2, minus a3 plus a4 equal to 0. So already we know that a1, a2, a3 value 0. So substituting a1 0, a2 0 and a3 0. So automatically we get a4 value is equal to 0. So therefore S is a linearly independent. If all the values are 0, all the scalar values are 0, then the set is a linearly independent. Otherwise it is a linearly dependent. So previous problem, all the scalars are not equal to 0. Therefore that problem is a linearly dependent. So this is all the scalar values are equal to 0. Therefore the given vector is a linearly independent. Shall we go to the next problem? If V is equal to polynomial over X is a vector space capital F, let S is equal to 1, 1 plus X, 1 plus X plus X square. Check whether S is a linearly independent or not. So we are going to check S is a linearly independent or not. So previously we know that how to write this as a by using the linear combination of the vectors. So A into first element plus B into second element plus C into third element equal to right hand side also we have to write is a polynomial of degree 2. So 0 plus 0x plus 0x square. If the vector is defined as a matrices, the right hand side you have to define by the 0 matrix. Here the polynomial is given, so you have to define the right hand side is also polynomial of x. So now we are going to multiplying the scalar inside. We get a plus b plus bx plus c plus cx plus cx square equal to zeros. Next one, equating the like coefficient. After this one, now clubbing the constant term. So a plus b plus c. So constant term is over. Next clubbing the x term, coefficient of x term. So x into b, here x into c. So from these two terms can take out the x outside. So b plus c. Next, combining the x square term. So first term not having x square, second term is also not having x square. In the third term we have only one x square, that is cx square. So now we are going to equating the coefficient of constant. So a plus b plus c is equal to, right hand side is equal to 0. Then now equating the x term. So b plus c is equal to 0. Now equating the x square term. So c is equal to 0. So if c is equal to 0, automatically substituting here we get b is also equal to 0. If b and c equal to 0, you substitute in the here a is also 0. If all the scalars are 0, then what you do to say? The vector is a linearly independent. If any one of the element is not equal to 0, we can say that is a linearly dependent. So linearly independent, all the scalar values must be equal to 0. Next problem. If v is equal to, this is also the same polynomial. V is equal to P of x is a vector space capital F. Let us S is equal to, so here they are defining the polynomial over degree 3. So previous one, it is a polynomial of degree 2. This is a polynomial of degree 3. X cube plus 2x square minus x square plus 3x plus 1 minus x square plus 2x minus 1. Check whether S is linearly independent or not. Solution. So now multiplying the scalar with all the elements in the polynomial of degree 3. So first vector a into first element x cube plus 2x square plus b into second element, then plus c into third element. So right hand side also have to write the polynomial of degree 3. So now multiplying the scalars inside, then combining the x square term, x cube term, x term and constant term. So combining the x square, x cube term, so only one x cube term is having, so we can write a. X square term 2a minus b, then minus c having. So here we can write 2a minus b minus c plus, then x term plus 3b plus 2c. That's all alone. Next constant term plus b minus c. So now we are going to equating the like coefficients. The coefficient of x cube is in the left hand side only a. The right hand side we get the coefficient of x cube is 0. So from this we got a is equal to 0. Next coefficient of x square 2a minus b minus c equal to 0. So next to equating the coefficient of x, 3b plus 2c equal to 0. Next equating the coefficient of constant b minus c equal to 0. So already we know that a is equal to 0. So now solving the equation 3 and 4, we get, or substituting a is equal to 0 in equation number 2. So we get minus b minus c equal to 0. So now solving the equation 4 and 5, so we get b is equal to, c is equal to 0. So already we got a is equal to 0 and b equal to 0, c equal to 0. Therefore, all the scalars is equal to 0. Therefore, it is a linearly independent. I will understand. Okay. Thank you.